I believe Tamar set up the whole, let me take you out for your birthday, let's hang out for your birthday thing with Funky Dineva to go along with this whole whatever thing she's doing. I say that because you took him out for his birthday, or you went out with him for his birthday, and look at how you are in the video. Like, whose birthday is it? Like, you walked in the party like it was your birthday. Were you celebrating this EP, movie, whatever? Then something happens to you, and instead of you just clearing his name because he was with you and you know the people are talking because you stay on your phone 25/8 because you're Tamar Braxton and you care what people think about you, you literally let these vloggers drag him. This could have ruined his career.
When it comes to drama in the entertainment world, two names that always seem to be in the mix are Tamar Braxton and Funky Dineva. So, when the two of them started going at each other publicly, fans knew immediately that it wasn't going to stop until one of them gave in. What began as a small disagreement quickly spiraled into an online spectacle. The feud picked up steam after Funky Dineva became embroiled in what people now call a PR stunt tied to Tamar's new album. According to Funky, Tamar wasn't being genuine. He accused her of being a bad friend and even faking her injuries for attention. Tamar, on the other hand, wasn't about to stay quiet. When the drama calls, she answers. She clapped back with subtle digs on social media and even hinted at suing him for defamation. What could have been a simple misunderstanding between two friends turned into a full-blown internet beef, one that quickly captured the attention of gossip blogs and drama channels. Adding to the tension was Tasha K, who publicly sided with Tamar. She claimed she knew firsthand how low Funky could stoop, especially when dealing with women. According to her, Funky had a pattern of being dismissive, even cruel, toward black women, or as he controversially liked to call them, blackfish. With Tasha backing Tamar, the feud escalated even further. Fans were told to grab their matcha because this storm wasn't
Y'all want to know what all the hell going on, bitch? I want to know what's going on too, bitch, okay? The lady got on the internet and said she almost died. Listen, let me just go ahead and get this out the way, okay? Before we even get to the top of the show, I don't know what happened to the lady. Okay, for those of y'all that know, I'm talking about Tamar Braxton. I don't know what happened to the lady. We went out. What night that was? We went out. Saturday night. We went out Saturday night. We went to the Roof Chris. We ate. We had a good time. She was like, let's turn up for your birthday. We went down to the V12. Shouts out to Vinny and all the people at V12. That's the video, y'all.
Calming down anytime soon. And the shocking part? Just days before, many believed Tamar and Funky had resolved their differences. But clearly, things were far from over. The drama traces back to Tamar's startling revelation on social media. She revealed that she had almost died, claiming she fractured her nose, lost 4 teeth, and woke up without knowing what happened. Naturally, accidents happen every day, but because Tamar had been with Funky the night before, the internet immediately linked him to the incident. Speculation swirled, and many began blaming him without evidence. Funky, clearly frustrated, went live to clear the air. He recounted their night, dinner at Ruth's Chris, followed by a trip to V12 for his birthday. He insisted that nothing unusual happened and admitted he had no idea what led to Tamar's injuries. He flatly denied having anything to do with it. But social media never waits for facts. Overnight, the narrative flipped. At first, Funky was dragged as a bad friend and accused of being jealous of Tamar. Then, as soon as Tamar dropped the trailer for her album, people accused her of orchestrating the entire ordeal as a PR stunt. Suddenly, Tamar was branded an attention seeker willing to use her health for publicity. Some fans even demanded that she apologize to Funky for letting him take the heat while she stayed silent. Others defended her, saying the whole thing was a misunderstanding. Still, a large portion of the public couldn't ignore that if
I told you yesterday you was gonna pay me for my pain. I told you yesterday you was gonna pay me for my pain. See, you the type of person, you ain't used to having nobody around you to meet you where you at, all right? I'm equally as crazy. I'm equally mentally and emotionally unstable as you are.
Tamar had the time to post updates from the hospital. She could have easily made one statement to clear Funky's name. One fan bluntly wrote, "She's trash for letting him get dragged when she knew people thought he was responsible." Another added that her silence showed narcissism. Eventually, Tamar did speak up. She explained that she truly had been in the hospital for 5 days, healing from her injuries, and that she still loved Funky. She expressed a desire to move on and let the drama go. Funky appeared ready to do the same, and for a moment, it seemed like the two had reached a truce. But in true Tamar fashion, it didn't take long for the peace to crumble. Within hours, she began posting subtle jabs again. She claimed her voice was her only PR stunt and implied that Funky's so-called attempt at a stunt didn't land. She even suggested she was considering legal action for defamation, claiming her reputation was too important to let slide. If Tamar thought Funky would back down, she miscalculated. He fired back with full force, posting that he had nothing but time and energy to fight. "I woke up this afternoon and shots were fired, so I'm firing back," he declared. In his colorful way, he mocked her attempts to intimidate him. He reminded her that he was just as mentally and emotionally unstable as she was, and if she wanted a war, he was more than ready to match her energy. He even repeated, "You're going to pay me for my pain." As the public watched the back and forth, Tamar once again tried to reclaim control of the narrative. She explained that she didn't initially clear things up because she was scared, in pain, and alone. She defended herself, saying she had no reason to lie. She had money, success, and didn't need clout. She even reminded people,
"What's the drama? All I know is I went to bed and I woke up and my life changed. And I probably shouldn't have said nothing, but I panicked because I was scared and I was alone and I was in pain." And that's it. I don't have to lie. I got money. I have success. I don't have to lie about anything. But did that person tell you that their birthday party I paid for? So if I was a shitty friend, so what roll out? It was a coincidence.
that she had paid for Funky's birthday party, using it as proof that she had been a supportive friend. But to many, that defense fell flat. Spending money on someone doesn't equate to being a good friend, and publicly broadcasting such gestures seemed more self-serving than genuine. Adding fuel to the fire, Tamar dropped subtle insinuations that Funky might be on drugs, though she said she wouldn't confirm it because she wanted peace. Her
And please don't, I blocked you, I don't engage, I'm not gonna say your name. Just don't talk about me. I don't want anything else to do with you. You're not my friend. Okay, you don't like me, I'm a muppet, I'm a snagger too. You're right, I'm a snagger too. I have teeth, but I can't chew. Can you imagine how that feels? I'm a muppet. Yeah, I look like a muppet. I don't do drugs, but people do drugs. I don't do drugs of any kind.
Text messages only created more confusion. One moment she wanted reconciliation, the next she was throwing accusations. The situation grew so messy that even Tamar's dentist stepped into the spotlight. The dentist released a video confirming Tamar had fractured teeth, including one that had been completely knocked out of its socket. She also suffered a fractured septum. According to the dentist, Tamar's injuries were real, but the cause might not have been an attack. Medical professionals had ruled out seizures and strokes, pointing instead to somnambulism, sleepwalking, as the likely explanation. But by then, the damage had been done. Funky wasn't letting anything slide. After Tamar suggested she paid for his birthday party, he clapped back, clarifying that he never asked her to do so. In fact, he pointed out that he never let anyone pay for him when they went out. "I pay what I weigh," he wrote. He explained that Tamar begged him to go to V12, and since it was her idea, she paid. According to him, it wasn't generosity, it was simply how things worked. He also mocked the severity of her injuries, pointing out the inconsistencies. His face was swollen for 4 days after getting one dental implant, yet Tamar was supposedly performing in videos despite losing multiple teeth and fracturing her nose. He hinted that the truth was unraveling on its own and didn't need his input. Still, he warned Tamar not to push him too far, because there was plenty he could say that would ruin her reputation. Behind the scenes, Funky's friends urged him to be the bigger person. They wanted him to let Tamar's antics roll off his back. But he argued that he only wanted acknowledgement that he hadn't harmed her. To him, Tamar's silence when the rumor spread was the ultimate betrayal. Instead of 2 seconds of clarification, he was left to fend off an avalanche of hate. Just when the feud seemed to reach its peak, Tamar suddenly announced that she was canceling her album release altogether. Exhausted by the backlash, she declared that she was retreating to her farm and would never be heard from again. Her post read like a surrender, though many doubted she would truly walk away. Fans speculated that her team must have been pulling their hair out, frustrated by her inability to stay out of drama during an album rollout. Meanwhile, Tasha K doubled down on her support for Tamar. She painted Funky as an envious man who couldn't stand seeing women, especially black women, shine. She recounted her own experiences with him, accusing him of sulking and rolling his eyes when she hosted a wedding. According to her, Funky's resentment toward black women ran deep. But this time, even Tasha's take wasn't universally accepted. While Funky was undeniably messy, many believed Tamar was wrong for dragging the situation instead of ending it after her apology. By this point, the internet had made its judgment. Tamar had crossed the line. Fans were tired of her constant feuds and attention-seeking behavior. Her talent was undeniable, but her messy spirit overshadowed it. Some compared her to a toxic family member you eventually cut off for your own peace. Others said she embodied the boy who cried wolf because her constant chaos made it impossible to know when she was telling the truth. Whether Tamar's injuries came from sleepwalking, as her dentist suggested, or something else entirely almost didn't matter anymore. What mattered was how she handled it, and in the eyes of many, she had handled it poorly. Her silence when Funky needed her, her repeated jabs after apologizing, and her public declarations about paying for things all painted her as selfish and manipulative. Even if she wanted peace, her actions contradicted her words. In the end, the Tamar and Funky feud became less about what actually happened and more about what it revealed. Tamar's constant need for attention, Funky's refusal to let anything slide, and the internet's hunger for drama turned a personal matter into a circus. Fans are now left wondering if Tamar will ever step away from the spotlight long enough to focus on her healing, or if she'll continue feeding into chaos for the sake of relevance.